In this video, I'm going to explain exactly how to identify your niche as an online fitness coach. This is one of the most important steps of growing an online business, but most coaches overlook it. Now, why should you listen to me? My name is Darragh Larry. I'm the owner of Excel Mentorship, the leading mentorship for fitness coaches to help you scale to 10K per month. Before I started my business mentorship, I was a fitness coach for 7 years. I run a very successful in-person PT company, which I scaled to 10K per month on my own. I then hired staff. I had 3 PTs working for me, and then scaled it to multi-6 figures per year. I then decided that I wanted more freedom, so I decided to move all my business online to scale that, and I managed to scale that to multi-6 figures per year also. And the last 12 months, I've helped over 100 fitness coaches, just like you watching this, scale their own fitness business as well. We have people like Mark go from 2K per month to 25K per month. People like Molly go from 1.8K to 15K per month. People like Cormac go from 16K to 34K per month. And Luke go from 0 to 10K per month, and many, many more, all in the space of a short few months. Okay, so now that inflating my own ego is out of the way, let's explain why identifying your niche is so important and how you could identify your niche. Now, I know you probably all heard the term before, choosing your ideal customer or choosing your avatar, so on and so forth. But again, as I said at the start of this video, most coaches neglect it and overlook it and wonder then why they're struggling. Most fitness coaches will say, when I do say these things to them on consultation calls, how important identifying your ideal customer are things like, I want to work with everybody, I can work with everybody, or I'm going to alienate other people and I'm not going to get as many clients because I'm targeting one specific area. This could not be further from the truth. The problem with going after everybody within your content is you're blending in with the millions and millions of other coaches also posting generic fitness advice. So you're not specializing in anything. The goal with your content, your programming, and messaging is to target a specific problem and become the go-to person for solving that specific problem within the field. Now, if you don't want to identify a niche and you continually want to go after everybody with your content, that's no problem at all. But don't be surprised when you're not signing clients, you're not growing your social media. And even something to look at as well is, as you start to grow and scale your business and you start running ads, you start boosting posts, so on and so forth. If your page isn't set up to appeal to a certain person, when people do start coming to your page, they'll have no idea who you work with. Whereas if you are solely targeting within your content, your messaging, so on and so forth, let's say busy dads, and you start posting more content around busy dads, you start getting new followers, maybe you start running some ads. When busy dads come to your page and they scroll through your social media, they see social proof of other busy dads getting in shape. They see content around how to get in shape as a busy dad. You're digging into their pain points, their struggles. They will follow you. They start consuming more of your content and very likely sign up. However, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. But trust me when I say this, it's probably the most important step you can take today in terms of growing your online business if you haven't identified who you're trying to work with yet. Okay, so now that I explained why it's important to identify your niche, I'm going to share some examples of niches. For example, we have busy dads, we have busy moms, we have women over 30, we have women who struggle with PCOS, we have lads in their 20s who want to achieve an elite level body transformation, we have bodybuilders, we have busy professionals. So, for example, my client Mark came to me 6 months ago. He was doing 2K per month, and one of his main issues was he wasn't getting enough people interested in his coaching. And what I noticed straight away is within his content, with his messaging, he was going after everyone. So what we done is we targeted busy dads because, again, Mark was a busy dad himself. So I want to go down that route with his content. And in the last 6 months, Mark's gave from 2K per month, 25K per month. And that was one of the main things we changed. Or even Cormac. When Cormac came to me, he's doing about 4K per month. We got into 16K per month, but then we actually honed in his ideal customer even more. Because what I noticed, there's a lot of busy professionals coming to Cormac's page. Okay, because Cormac achieved a lot of great results with busy professionals. So once we got to 16K per month, I said to Cormac, we decided together that we're going to slowly go down the route of busy professionals. And the last 4 months, Cormac's came from 16K per month to 34K per month. And that was one of the main levers we pulled to do so. Or you'd have my client Amy, who's a busy mom. When she came to me, she's doing between 2 and 3K per month. She's now doing 20 plus K per month. And again, one of the main levers we pulled was getting very clear on our ideal customer and going after busy moms. So how do we identify your niche? The easiest way to identify your niche is to think of your past self. What were your pain points? What were your struggles? What were your insecurities? What got you into the gym, etc. Okay, you'll then start creating content about this, and that's extremely easy to do because you've been through it. It's coming from the heart, and this will allow you to emotionally connect with your audience. Once you start doing this, then you need to pay close attention into who's resonating with your content. What I always say is often your ideal customer will choose you. Once you start posting content on the things I mentioned above, your pain points, your struggles, your insecurities, what got you into the gym, etc. You're also documenting your own training, you're documenting your own nutrition, so on and so forth. You need to pay close attention to who's inquiring for your coaching, who's messaging you, who's following your page, so on, so forth, because these are the people who are resonating with your content the most. Also, even if you were a PT before, let's say an in-person PT, look at your past roster of clients. Did you mainly work with men? Did you mainly work with women? Because again, whoever that was is probably who resonated with you the most, who got the best results with you, so on and so forth. Even if it was 50-50 as PT can be, ask yourself the question, who did I enjoy working with more? Who did I get better results with, so on and so forth. Because again, you may think you want to work with busy men who want to lose weight, but if your DMs are flooded with women who want to lose weight, there's loads of women following you, that may be the best direction for you to go down. Once you start doing this, then you need to pay close attention into who's resonating with your content. What I always say is often your ideal customer will choose you. Once you start posting content on the things I mentioned above, your pain points, your struggles, your insecurities, what got you into the gym, etc. You're also documenting your own training, you're documenting your own nutrition, so on and so forth. You need to pay close attention to who's inquiring for your coaching, who's messaging you, who's following your page, so on, so forth, because these are the people who are resonating with your content the most. Also, even if you were a PT before, let's say an in-person PT, look at your past roster of clients. Did you mainly work with men? Did you mainly work with women? Because again, whoever that was is probably who resonated with you the most, who got the best results with you, so on and so forth. Even if it was 50-50 as PT can be, ask yourself the question, who did I enjoy working with more? Who did I get better results with, so on and so forth. Because again, you may think you want to work with busy men who want to lose weight, but if your DMs are flooded with women who want to lose weight, there's loads of women following you, that may be the best direction for you to go down. So make sure you're paying very close attention to who's resonating with your content more, who's following your page, who's inquiring for your coaching, who's engaging with your content the most. And also as well, something I always say is who do you actually enjoy working with more? Because again, there's no point going after a niche just because they're coming to you if you genuinely hate working with those people, because you'll just burn out, you won't enjoy it, and it's not going to be a good time. So just pay close attention to who that is. And then what you're going to do from there is take all the data that you got, okay, from that and start directing your content, your messaging, your programming towards these people. If it's busy moms, go after them. If it's busy dads, go after them. If it's lads who want to get shredded, who are in their 20s, go after them. So for me, for example, when I was a PT, I had basically an equal split of men and women. But when I transitioned online, the first question I asked myself was, okay, who did I enjoy working with more? Okay. Who did I get better results with? Who can I resonate with more? And for me, I went after busy men who wanted to achieve an elite level body transformation, because again, I'm a man myself. I know their pain points. I know their insecurities. I know their struggles. I've been through the journey myself. And when I did start creating content about my own journey, my own insecurities, my pain points, my struggles, naturally, a lot of the lads started coming to me because, again, they looked at me as an authority and wanted my help. So I tailored all my content, all my messaging, and all my programming towards those people. So what you need to do is track all the data as you start talking about your own pain points, your insecurities, your struggles, what got you into the gym. Then you start creating content about that, see who's inquiring for your coaching, who's engaging with your content, who's following your page, so on and so forth. then you're going to go after those people. So action steps from this video so you can leave today being very clear on your ideal customer is I want you to sit down after this, think about your past self, your pain points, your struggles, your insecurities, what got you into the gym, so on and so forth. Start speaking and storytelling about that on your social media. Start documenting your own journey, your training, your nutrition. Then pay very, very close attention to who's coming to your page, who's inquiring for your coaching, who the content is resonating with the most, and then go after that person. As I said, if it's busy dads, go after busy dads. If it's busy moms, go after busy moms. If it's lads who want to achieve elite level body transformation, go after them. But also, as well, an important note is if you enjoy working with these people. If you don't enjoy working with those people, maybe it's not the right route to go down. But again, if you want to make good money as an online coach, build a big business, you need to get very clear on who you're trying to target. Otherwise, you're going to blend in with all the millions of other fitness coaches posting generic fitness advice. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. I post daily videos on here to help you scale your online business.